Start like in the mid, start introducing, and then yeah, man.
Alright, bro.
I'm gonna turn my mic off right now.
Alright, one more time, amateur, sorry. You should be able to hear me in the stream now. Alrighty, guys, thank y'all so much for joining us here. Welcome back to the Amateur Gamers Tournament. I am Memphis Hamony, your host today. We'll be going through both sides. We got IGHM on the left, the Intergalactic Happy Meals. Plague Influence as team captain, playing a little bit of Lucio. Mr. Tubbs here, a tank main. Rhea Huntress is a flex DPS player. Air Slash is also a flex DPS player. Alloy, of course, coming in with a little bit of extra heals and tank if need be. And Vivo, of course, is a Mercy main. Going over to the red side, Pulse here, Shiny Fighter is the team captain, and quite a lot of Tracer hours there. Play MTO 230 here is a Mercy main. Mario's Pokemon V2 is a tank main here. Bryce Sensei is a bit of a healer main. Knowledge 115 is a DPS Soldier 76 player, and Pro Boy as well as a flex. First map, of course, is going to be on Dorado. Once again, guys, those of us joining in the stream, encourage you guys to subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. We do weekly tournaments on here all the time. I'm not the only caster here. There's quite a few other guys that come in and do this. It's quite a brimming community, and it can only grow with your help. So we'd love to see at least 10, 15 extra subscribers today if you guys can make that happen. Alright, so on the red side here, got a Junkrat pick. Very interesting play as well. Of course, we got a Mercy going on. A little bit of Winston, no surprise there. Pulse's team has got a nice, well-rounded comp. Getting brought back here. Switching the game mode.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Alright, so this would be a payload push. Of course, we still have Pulse on the attacking side. Now, IGHM is a very strong defensive team. You will see in their comp here that they've got quite a few strong DPS players. They will be going triple DPS, double heals, and one tank. These guys are just going to be very aggressive right out the gate. A little bit of a comp change here as well, as Mario, the tank player for Pulse, has switched over to Roadhog as opposed to the Winston play from before. Of course, we see the very, very therapeutic leap of faith from the IGHM. Almost all the DPS went down.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Must be playing musical chairs today with the maps. Alright, so we will see a change in comp here. Still got Knowledge playing around on the Widow. Rice Sensei calls for a Junkrat pick. Pro Boy getting on May. Alloy playing some Reinhardt here. Did have our 6-player Vivio get knocked out, but it seems as though he's back online. Okay, so we've got a double tank, double DPS, and double healer for the Intergalactic Happy Meal side. And of course, we got Shiny Plan, Torbjorn on attack. Very interesting. Hanzo pick and a Roadhog pick. Pretty much the same comp that they had before, with the exception of a different tank. So we'll see how this goes. In terms of attack, I'd have to give it to Intergalactic Happy Meal. They're going to have a bit more damage output. However, judging on the experience plays here from Pulse, we may or may not see a very interesting push indeed. If Widow can get some early picks on these squishies here, may make for a very clean push. And we do see a switch from Play getting on Mercy. Pro Boy now on Zarya. There's the double tank. See what they can do here. Happy Meals have pushed up from the choke and are now playing under the arch. See a little bit of flank here as Shiny Fighter goes for some bomb damage. And D.Va, of course, eating that up off of the barrier. No surprise here. D.Va holding the door choke. Happy Meal gets pushed all the way back out from under the arch. Winston going for a nice dive here as well, as the entire attack force of the team goes up top. Looking good as well. D.Va, however, gets knocked back down. Alloy not having any trouble at all getting back to his healers. A very nice play indeed. No picks at all here, however. We will see Winston diving and going for a few extra damage. He's not going to be able to get it. He will be taking down Vivio, though, which is huge, getting Mercy out of play here. We now see 3 picks off the side of IGHM. It's D.Va on the point by herself. She's taken swiftly down. There's Air Slash, of course, to try and get a little bit of support. He's going to be taken down. He's going to take Rice Sensei down before he can get out of play. We do see the point go in favor of Pulse. No surprise there, as the dive was very successful off that top right building. We are seeing some nice picks here from Knowledge as well. A great play from Shiny Fighter, taking down both Genji and Mercy. And 3 players on IGHM are taken down. Not good here at all. Definitely IGHM should have gave the point away and get set up in here. Now they're looking a bit sparse. Shiny player is trying to go for a little bit extra DPS on this team. Don't think he's going to be able to get any early picks on. In terms of ult economy, red side here does have 2 healing and support ults available, and then also a Winston ult as well. Shiny is going to be taken down. A nice kill from Air Slash. However, he is going to get knocked back out of play. Alloy, all the way out of her mech. She's going to pop her ult. Not going to get any damage whatsoever. Zarya will eat that up and get a nice 70% charge. Looking good all around. Certainly not giving them any ground here as they hold the back choke. There's the Winston ult yet again. Mario looking to knock people out of play. Not looking good here. However, Mr. Tubbs will get the Elim on Shiny Fighter, and the triple res off of play MTO. Looking good as he brings both a tank, a healer, and a nice flank defense here to bring him back in. Shiny will get the kill on the Mercy, bringing them down. Team fight is going in favor of Pulse. There's the ult here. Gonna get a nice kill on Rice Sensei, bringing him out of play as well. Payload in possession of Pulse. Gonna take it right over this back choke here. We've only got 2 players in play with the except got Alloy Light and Vivio in the back line. They now are joined by Air Slash. Mr. Tubbs going in to try and get a little bit of congestion. He will focus that Mercy. Junkrat ult seems as though not going to get any kills. We do see Genji going for the flank on Widow, going to get a lot of damage off of her indeed. However, Knowledge will be taking Plague Influence out of play here. Air Slash getting a sexy double kill as well. Team fight in favor of Intergalactic. Happy Meals, they'll be able to reset. Seems as though the red side Mercy calls for a group up. Shiny Fighter already at the door, ready to get a few extra kills with his Junkrat play. In terms of ult economy, now we've got Vivio ready for her ult here as Mercy's ready to bring the team back together. Huntress as well with the Genji Dragon Blade. There goes Widow popping off her ult. Probably the only one with the ult economy. Oh, pardon that, we now have the Winston to be able to combo. Not going to be able to get anything from that whatsoever. There's the Winston ult as well. Got Mario just demolitioning on there as well. Shiny now solo on the payload, getting a nice push here as the team fight is brought behind the saloon, pardon me, the bank, and he's getting quite a lot of ground by himself, but he will be taken down. Happy Meals are not going to play that game today. We now see a Pharah pick, Huntress switching off of the original pick of Genji. Pharah's definitely getting attacked here as Mario goes to comp that. Air Slash getting a nice double kill on Mercy and Junkrat, bringing him both out of... Oh, pardon me, that was both the healers. Junkrat is still in. Team fight in favor of Intergalactic Happy Meals once again. Definitely think the Pharah was a great choice. They have a lot of pickies and they have a lot of squishies, sorry. A lot of squishy picks that go in favor of the Pharah pick here to be able to get some nice kills and bring them out of play. Ult economy, we now have 3 ults available on Happy Meal side. There goes the Junkrat ult. He's going to swing all the way around the map. Going to take out Lucio. A great play indeed. However, he will be taken directly out of play. A nice Zarya combo. Not going to get any kills from this, however, I believe. We do see the shield go up as Mario keeps his team together. A D.Va ult right on top of the point. No kills there whatsoever as the Lucio saved the team there. Air Slash getting a nice headshot on Rice Sensei. Both healers for the Pulse side are taken down, as well as both tanks. Seems as though the fight is yet again going in favor of Intergalactic Happy Man. We see Shiny Fighter switching off of Junkrat onto a Tracer, which is definitely a nice clutch play here as we got about 15 seconds left on play. The team goes for a final group up to see if they can get the contestation. Not sure if they're going to be able to loop around in time. They're going to have to get a nice dive going. We do see Winston going in. See if he can get some plays. Lucio on the point by himself. Here we go as we go into overtime. Seems as though the fight is still going to go in favor as Air Slash gets a nice double kill, bringing both Diva and Mercy out of play. Will we see a Mercy res? We will not. Winston on the point by himself. He gets taken down as well. No contestation available from Pulse. IGHM will be taking this first round here. Got about 100 meters off the first point. Certainly not the greatest push, but a mid-range push to start the game off is definitely good. From my perspective, I'd have to say the Junkrat was fairly good for the first point, but definitely should have switched the Tracer a lot earlier on, because that extra DPS would have helped them take out some of the squishier enemies. Alright, so we will see a very cancerous pick here from Shiny Fighter and Play. Got three turrets rather. Solo heal and a Junkrat as well as a shield. I'd have to say Mercy's a better call here so they could damage boost. Although I would opt off of the Junkrat here and possibly get a Lucio to keep the team alive, but it seems as though they're going to go with that here. IGHM going with their usual attack picks here as Air Slash is still staying on the Reaper. Huntress is back on Genji. Alloy sticking with Diva, no longer on the Reinhardt pick. Mr. Tubbs, of course, sticking with the Winston. This is going to be a very tough hold here. They're not going to hold at the choke. They're going to hold on the point. IGHM simply has to swoop in and take both Bastion and Torbjorn out of play to be able to get their flyers in there. The Junkrat might be the first one picked in terms of the defense. However, they do have two flanks available with Diva and Genji to be able to get around that front line. Seems as though IGHM will be pushing the far right side, and they will go try and get out of this team fight on the top. However, Junkrat sees them already. Mr. Tubbs doing the best he can to get those turns down. He will take down 3 or 4 of them to be able to get the team to push forward. There's Plague bringing his team up into the staircase. They will get a nice pick on Shiny, which is huge. However, they will turn around and get Winston and Genji out of play. Now both tanks for the red side will be taken down. Knowledge getting a pick on Plague. Seems as though the team fight is very scarce right now. It's a 2-on-1. Will be taken over here from Pulse. A nice play once again. We do see Mr. Tubbs getting set up in the middle here. I feel as though this comp that IGHM has is not going to be able to combat these turret types fairly quickly. The Winston's a great pick. Diva's also a great pick. But I'd have to say Genji would need to go to either Widow or a Soldier to be able to help with that extra DPS, since the Blink is just not helping at all. However, they do get past that second choke, which is looking good for IGHM. However, now Bastion is set up in the corner and getting crazy elims. VBO is going to get a triple res. Junkrat's going to respond and go for the Riptire. He will take Genji out of play and Diva. Bastion gets the pick on VBO, taking them out. Teamfight once again goes to Pulse. Of course, we do see a pick, thank goodness here. Genji gets off and goes on to Pharah. That is a great pick here to be able to get this Orisa out of play. Only advice I could give IGHM right now is to have Lucio group up with his tanks, have Mercy go and get a pharmacy combo, which you do see happening right here under the arch, and just have Pharah take out the tank and the Bastion. And then again, it seems that's exactly what they're doing here. They do get the shield down, and they do have that extra damage on Bastion. Can they get the heal in? Seems as though they are going to get it. He's very close, but he's taken down very quickly. Poor Huntress. Ult economy here. We do see the play put his teleporter into play here, right on top of Bastion. A huge play indeed. Not going to be able to get to that teleporter at all. Bastion is ready with his ult as well. Rice Sensei ready to bring his team back together if need be. We do have triple ults available for the blue side. We do see a nice contestation. Hopefully they can get Bastion out of play. The D.Va ult, however, was a perfect placement to get that teleporter out of play. That's going to be huge. There's Air Slash popping his ult as well, getting the double kill. They will be taking this point. A nice play indeed. Have to give that to both the D.Va and the Reaper here. Reaper with the cleanup crew, Mr. Tubbs as well, getting a nice high charge on his laser. They will be taking that out of play, and he's also going to try, Mr. Tubbs is going to go forth and get that Torbjorn out of play. However, he's not by himself up against a Mei. Not a good matchup here. Looks like Mr. Tubbs is going to get eliminated and take it down. Had to say IGHM should have pulled back, should not have gone greedy with their kills here. Although it's still early on this payload push now, I'd have to say in terms of team economy here, would have to make a switch from Mr. Tubbs, maybe get back on Winston, since Winston is much better here for this payload push. We will see. He's very close to ult, so they might get a nice combo from Huntress. VVO is still ready with that team res. We may see that here in just a second. Ult economy on the right side, however, Pulse is ready with a Riptire, as well as a damage upgrade from Orisa, as well as a Mercy res. Not too many offensive pushes here. Gonna need a nice team push. The IGHM is still trickling. It's not looking good here because they are burning quite a lot of time. Now they've got 4 players here going around the bank. Mei popping off her ult, getting about 2 or 3 players in there. Mercy's getting taken down. There's the Junkrat taking D.Va out of play. Reaper coming in for a little bit of extra help. He's not going to be able to get any kills, however. And Alloy, there's the res from Rice Sensei. Alloy's back in mech here, going for some extra kills. Farrah calls for a team group. Not going to be able to get anything. Alloy's taken right out of his mech once again. We do see Molten Core, of course, readily available for Mario. Torbjorn's been a very nice pick for this Pulse side in terms of keeping these people off the payload. He's been very influential indeed. He does have pretty decent turret placement and the Orisa background. And we do need, there's the Pharah play, getting a nice double kill. Seems as though they're going to respond, however, and call for the Molten Core. That was huge. We do see Alloy on Reinhardt all around. That Pulse team just got taken down. I'd have to say Alloy getting off of D.Va and onto Reinhardt was the best decision all game. 3 players on fire, Huntress, Mr. Tubbs, and Plague. Just from that combo play alone, bringing the Graviton Surge in. We will probably see the win from IGHM if they can at least just aggress this door. We now have both Winston and Mei on the point. And there's the win here from IGHM. Definitely the most influential play here had to be the switch. Alloy, getting off of D.Va to go to Reinhardt was huge, as well as seeing Huntress go from Genji to Pharah. 2 very influential picks that helped get rid of that Orisa and Torbjorn play. Because had D.Va still be in play with Alloy Light, that could have gone any other way. There's knowledge with the play of the game. Most likely going to be that triple here. Very surprised that he did not get taken down from D.Va. All around great first round. All right, once again, just a friendly reminder to those of you joining us, we encourage you guys to go ahead and subscribe to the Amateur Gamers YouTube channel for weekly updates. We will be posting highlights from all of the tournaments as well as streaming all of the tournaments through there and Twitch. Our next big goal here is to get close to 500 subs, which is not a very hard task, all things considered, with the amount of people we have joining these streams every week. We should be able to hit it. Next game is going to be going into Watchpoint Gibraltar. We see the side switch up here as well. I believe IGHM is now on the attacking side. Oh, yes, we've got that correct here. Okay. May see a very similar comp from IGHM. Indeed, we do. Alloy getting back on Reinhardt, air slash sticking with the Reaper. In order to combo that, we do see a Sombra pick here, very huge from ProBoy. Knowledge, hopefully his accuracy is on point here with that McCree. Going for a triple, almost a, they've got all 5 DPS here, or 6 DPS, counting Sombra as a DPS. Not sure if they're going to stick with that or just play around. We see Shiny go back on Torb. Knowledge sticking to Widow, a great pick here for the first contestant. Res Sensei getting on Mei, that's going to be a big combo for Genji, as well as a Reaper. Knowledge hopping off of Widow to go to Junkrat. All around just playing with the comps here. Alloy hopping off of Reinhardt to go for Diva. Not sure how I feel about that, although we do see Mr. Tubbs back on Winston, so... DPS is a little weak here for IGHM, however, if they can get a nice flank, it seems as though they're going to push this left side. Okay, they will be taking top here, and they're going to drop right in. Definitely going for the early pick here on the Korea. Great play indeed. Taking out one of their DPS. Reaper going in and trying to take down a little bit of Pulse unable to set up on the point as they are now being demolished by IGHM. An easy push indeed. We do see Winston and Reaper just demolishing the back line, although poor Mr. Tubbs will be taken out of play by the Symmetra here. Mei is probably their strongest pick on the Pulse side. Although we do see a little bit of Symmetra play going well. All around, the hold's going to go in favor of Pulse here. A nice defensive hold. It is very hard to hold that back choke on the top layer of the first part. However, this lower part is a little bit stronger for their comp since they do have an Orisa as their tank with the Mei as support, and that's going to help big time as they take Air Slash out of play as well. So their comp is basically very strong because of the Orisa and Mei combo. Orisa's going to halt them and bring them back into play when Mei's going to drop the wall and cut off their team. IGHM calls for a group up on the top. Only got about 4 of their players available, now 5. There's the teleporter setup. Seems as though they're set in the back. I now see Reaper looking for the telly as well. Boy, if only they could find it. There's the Mei ult as well. Not going to get any sort of value off of that. However, they will take Plague Influence out of play. Definitely would have saved that tactical visor for a better time. However, it seems as though he'll be able to build it back very quickly. Ult economy here, IGHM's available for a res. Mr. Tubbs also able with the Primal Rage. We did see a bunch of ults pop off for Pulse here, but close. We have the Orisa at 93%, and Torb coming in around 90% as well. However, Torb is having some trouble with that Pharah. Symmetra is helping out big time with the turret placement. Not sure what's going on here for IGHN team. They keep calling for a group up and they're just slowly getting taken down. Must be having some problems in the comms here. Pretty stagnant play from both sides. I'm sure they could get in with just a nice push from Winston. Maybe get D.Va off of D.Va once again and maybe go for a Reinhardt. They just don't have enough barrier to help out, and Winston's going for a dive and not having any heal support. Gonna go for the Primal Rage. D.Va unable to get any picks for Alloy. Now getting triple teamed and taken out of play. Symmetra looking good here. Plague doing his best to not get killed. However, Symmetra is going in and wrecking the entire team. Lots of Elans here. We do see big plays from Torb, May, and Symmetra on the Pulse side, and a quad res here from Vivio. This is a big push here from IGHM. Seems as though they will get this choke. Team fight 6-on-2 here. All they gotta do is bring Knowledge out of play, and there they will be taking the point here. Not sure what happened, why they had such a long build-up. Maybe they were waiting for their ults to get together. However, it worked out in the end here. Only 2 minutes left to get to the next choke. They will be playing very aggressive here. They seem to be changing up their tactics just every minute or so. Winston going for a nice dive on Orisa. Going to be swiftly taken down. Call for a pause, however, as one player gets taken out. See if we can get him back in. Okay, seems as though we've got a sub by the name of Heroic 160 here. Get the game going from our moderator. Definitely a big fall from Mario. Right in the heat of battle here. Not sure what the appropriate call would be. It'd be taken swiftly out. Okay. All right, getting notification that Mario will be joining back with us. Not sure who any of these subs are. Just while everybody's sitting in the chat here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Amateur Gamers Tournament here. The channel can only grow with your help. We're looking to hit about 500 subscribers here in the next week. Sitting very close to 300 at 293 right now. All right, Mario is back on. We will be getting a play.
You're ready to do some damage.
All right, Alloy will be able to get back into mech here to be able to give their tank a little bit of defense. All around the placement here, we see Pulse set up on top for the most part. There's the Reaper ult, getting a nice double kill, bringing both Orisa and Mercy out of play. There's the Pharah ult as well, a nice team wipe. They will be taking the second point as well. A nice play indeed from the Happy Meal side. Of course, we see the aggression once again from this team. They were just rearing and ready to take advantage. Nobody on the payload to get these few extra seconds, so we see Vivio coming back.
Let's get patched up.
Like to give a quick shout out here to team captain for Happy Meal's Plague Influence, holding it down with the Lucio. Alright, so we do see Reaper on the flank here. Air Slash looking to get a quick click on Shiny. Will be taking him down. A great play. Hanzo is out of play here. There's the Diva ult right behind the Orisa turret. A great play taking Torb out of play. Alloy, a wonderful combo indeed. Mr. Tubbs getting a nice play as well. Not sure what happened on the break here, but it seems as the Plague Influence has found a new meaning to life, and they will be taking that away here. 2 minutes left on the clock with 3 points on the board.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
All right, on the flip side here, we see Air Slash swapping between different DPSs. We will see Huntress, however, get back on Genji. Certainly a great defensive pick here. Shiny in favor of going for Ana. Playmate maybe going for a heal as well. Seems as though they've been picking off with Symmetra. Seem to be working out the kinks. Rice Sensei encouraging everybody to keep the Mercy in meta. We now have 5 support and 1 Winston.
A chance to focus.
Definitely need to work out the kinks. Can't come at it with this kind of comp against this kind of team.
Order will be restored.
Once again, we see the commemorative jump off the cliff from IGHM. See a little bit of pro strats here as Happy Meals gets set up on the top choke. Don't really have the comp to do so. However, don't think it matters with them in terms of this attacking comp. We see Shiny back on Torb, as well as a Bastion as well. Not a very strong DPS comp. See how it'll work out for them. We do see Reaper getting an early pick on them. Genji going for the deflection kill on Bastion. All around a team fight completely and utterly wasted by Happy Meals. A quick meal for them indeed. Now they're just toying with him up in the top here. Shiny getting off of, can't remember what his original pick was, but he's now on Genji. Playmate's still sticking with Symmetra. Kind of hard to not have any setup. Getting back on Symmetra. Playmate will now go for a Zen pick, and Shiny, of course, playing Sombra. Seeing way too many changes here right off the bat from this Pulse team. Not sure what their comp needs to be, however, they need to get it together here. They've only got 1 minute and 50, rather 2 minutes and 50 to get this payload going. Sombra will be taken down swiftly by Alloy. Mario is out of the game once again, must be having some serious power problems. Gonna have to call for a pause here. Give him just a second to get his life sorted. Welcome to the new players joining us in the chat here. I'm your host, Memphis Amity, and this is Amateur Gamers Live Tournament. We do regular practice rounds as well as practice rounds for new and upcoming commentators. If you guys are interested, you're welcome to message either me or Amateur Gamer after the tournament, and we'll get you guys set up with that. If you're looking to get your team signed up as well, we will have a link in the comment section below so that you guys can get your team signed up as well to play in these tournaments. They're completely free to sign up. We do Diamond and below, Masters and above, every weekend, primarily Saturdays. We also do solo queuing, available if you want to be a free agent, play as a sub. We do have that as well. Moderator calls for a 5v6. Do we have confirmation from both sides to be able to continue? Seems as though we do.
Good choice.
Hey, hola.
Greetings.
Repositioning.
Not feeling very sympathetic. Well, part of me is very sympathetic for Pulse, but it seems as though both captains came to an agreement to continue on as a 5v6.
Helden sterben nicht.
Once again, for those of you interested in being either signing up your team or being a free agent, we do encourage you to subscribe to Amateur Gamers YouTube channel and follow the Twitch stream as well. And then after that, we'll direct you to the sign-up page on the website to be able to get you signed up properly.
No, I'm not. Healing it up.
And so we do see a push here from Zen, Playmate, getting back on the payload to get it moved.
Wolf marks his prey.
Pretty stagnant plays from both teams. It's really, I mean, what can you do? They can't get out of spawn. They only got 5 players.
Greetings.
Oh, let's break it. Here they come.
There's the Reaper roll. A nice play from Air Slash. A double kill on both Ana and Hanzo.
30 seconds remaining.
Finally, we see a little bit of payload movement here from Pulse. However, we do see Knowledge getting a nice headshot on both Reaper and Tracer, bringing him out of play. Mr. Tubbs debating on whether or not he should fall, and he will take the plunge into the watery depths of hell.
No one can hide from the hunters.
Audio medic.
Not really anything going on here as payload Mr. Tubbs does take a plunge back into the waterfall as well. And there we have it, the first round going to the Happy Meals here.
0 to 3. Victory. Play of the match.
We'll have another player dropping out from Pulse side. Will they continue? Most likely not. Seems as though that's going to do it for this first round. IGHM will be taking the win and advancing on. Alrighty guys, we want to thank y'all so much for joining us today. Do encourage you guys to subscribe to the channel once again, and keep looking out for more updates from Amateur Gamer here, and we'll see you guys next time around.